I thought he was nuts when he did this. There's a lot of people in this world, especially in this industry, that are looking for funding solutions to buy the truck of their dreams, and be able to pursue their career goals and their lifelong dreams, and that's great. The problem is a lot of your traditional lenders would reject you because you don't have a high enough credit score. You may have a credit score in the 500s or maybe even in the low to mid 600s, and they want someone that has a 680 or something or above in order to finance you. Maybe they want a 650 or above. I would tell you to try alternatives. And by that, I mean doing things out of the ordinary. For example, in-house financing or private financing. If you have family members that can help you with the financing, they could finance it for you, for example. That's private financing. Also, some dealers, believe it or not, will offer private financing or in-house financing where they finance it themselves. Most dealers will not, but there are some, both big national groups as well as small independent dealers, that they recognize an opportunity and they're willing to take that chance to capitalize on that opportunity. They've really got nothing to lose because they're going to have certain requirements that you pay so much down, that you have them listed as additional insured and loss payee and all of these kind of things on your insurance. And they're going to make certain that you maintain the insurance on there. And they're going to be a little bit more stringent with you, but they will work with you and help you get where you're trying to get to. And so I would suggest to everyone, sit down and identify 6 or 8 or 10 different dealers and write them a letter. Don't email them. Don't pick up the phone and call them. Actually write them a letter. Find out. You can call the dealership and say, listen, who's your finance manager? What's his or her name? What's the name of the general manager of the dealership? And you address your letters to those people in particular. Send them a handwritten letter. Take your time, write it clearly where they can easily read it. You can even type it out on a word processor and print it out and sign it, but send them a letter explaining your situation, what you're trying to do, and what you're seeking from them. I'm looking for a dealer that will work with me and provide some in-house financing. You might be surprised at the responses that you get. Give them your email address, your telephone number, things of that sort. And I think that, if you do things differently than what the norm is, you'll often be pleasantly surprised. There's a friend of mine, his name's Christian. I thought he was nuts when he did this. But in order to buy his house, he identified the area where he wanted to live. He knew what his budget was. And so he went, and you've seen these signs, like political signs and such. He had these signs made up, had about 50 of them made up, and he put those signs out all around that whole area of town that he was interested in, looking to buy a house in this area, X amount of money or less, 3-bedroom, 1 bath or better, that kind of thing. He put that kind of detail on that sign. He did it in a way to give them the information that they needed. This is what I'm looking for. And then he gave them his contact information. And he had a number of people contact him, including several brokers, and he blew them off. But he had a number of homeowners contact him interested in selling him their home. And that's how he actually wound up buying his first house. He did not use a realtor. He did not use a forsalebyowner.com or anything like that. He got creative and did things a little out of the ordinary, and it paid off for him. I would encourage you to do the very same thing. Do things out of the ordinary. Do things differently than what everyone else has done. If you don't travel the path that's always traveled by others, but you start to make your own path and you start to do things your own way that's not the same as everyone else, you're the one that gets to reap the benefits. So keep that in mind whenever you're shopping for a truck, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the outcome. Anyway, I think they've got me unloaded. I got to get in and get my paperwork and get rolling. I'll see you down the road. Bye.